The Asaba massacre was one of the genocide committed by the Nigerian government during the Biafra War. They went to Asaba and asked every man and woman to come to a particular place, and they obeyed. That was after Asaba fell to the Nigerian government. They asked the Asaba people to shout "One Nigeria." As they were shouting "One Nigeria," they opened fire on them, killing more than 98% of them. More than 1,500 people died on that day. Only a few survived. Had it been Asaba people were not Igbo, the Nigerian propaganda would have said it was Biafran soldiers that did the killing, just as they lied that Biafra soldiers killed people in Ijaw, Efik, Ogoni, etc. We can't allow such lies to fly any longer. Biafra soldiers were made of Igbo, Ogoni, Ijaw, and Efik men. These men fought together in defense of their land. Even the second in command was from Ibibio in present-day Akwa Ibom state. Ask yourself this question. How can a Biafra army made up of Ijaw, Efik, Ogoni, etc. go to Efik or Ijaw land to kill their own people? How? Is it possible? How can a Biafran army that has few or no weapons use it to kill their own people? To what end? We have watched as the Nigerian government used television stations and print media to propagate these lies against Igbo people, but with social media, we will counter it with truth and common sense. Do you think if Biafra soldiers went to Calabar to kill fellow Biafrans, Philip Effiong would keep quiet? He lived to old age, and he never collaborated these lies. What happened in these places took place after Nigerian soldiers captured those places. Like they opened fire and killed people in Asaba, they did the same in Akwa Ibom, Calabar and Rivers. They dressed in Biafran uniform and attacked the villagers, only for those of them in the Nigerian army to come to the rescue. To this day, some people in those places are still telling stories of how Biafra soldiers killed them and the Nigerian army came and rescued them. It was a lie that put a knife into the unity of the hinterland and coastal region, a lie we are now countering. If you read Maduebo's Nigeria Revolution and Biafra War, you will read him write that Biafran soldiers can stay 3 days without bullets. They will use wooden lawn tennis rackets to hit them together, producing gun sounds. He said that whenever they hit it, they received heavy gunfire from Nigerian soldiers. But the good news was that it made Nigerian soldiers think they still had bullets and stopped them from coming to finish them up. This is the people they told you turned their bullets on their own people. Some people lie to you because you can't think critically. In 1966, under the military government of Yakubu Gowon, Northern and Yoruba soldiers rounded up Easterner soldiers and slaughtered them in what many foreign news outlets described as genocide. When I say Eastern soldiers, I mean Igbo, Ijaw, Efik, Urobo, Ogoni, Ibibio, etc. They did not separate Igbo from Ijaw or Efik from Ibibio. They slaughtered everybody. But today, the Yoruba media have been trying to make Ijaw, Efik, Urobo, Ogoni, and Ibibio think Igbo people are their problem. How can Igbo people be your problem? The same people, Yoruba and Fulani, killed alongside your people without separating anyone. Awolowo's starvation did not separate Igbo kids from Efik. The same way they committed genocide in Asaba was the same way they did in Calabar and Akwa Ibom. The way they marginalized the Igbo was the same way they did Ijaw, Efik, Ibibio, etc. They tell you Igbo need your oil, but they are the ones that own the oil well in your backyard. Did they also tell you that Igbo communities both in the southeast and south have oil and gas? Does Igbo look like a people that can't survive without oil? The problem is that they refuse to teach you history, and you refuse to read your history. When I look at some Igbo soldiers in the military joining to destabilize Imo State, I laugh. Had it been they taught you history, you would know that those people you are joining in slaughtering your people in Imo State once gathered your fathers, who were military men in Kano and Kaduna, and opened fire on them. When you don't learn history, it is bound to repeat itself. Stay tuned for more history lessons.